Today I'm looking at the Artemis LP400, a single-shot, single-pump pneumatic pistol. The short version is, it's cheap, cheerful, compact, and accurate. The slightly longer version is, it's made mostly out of aluminium, except for the grips, which are plastic and ambidextrous. The whole thing weighs 656 grams, or 1.44 pounds. The sights are mostly fixed, except for the rear, which can be slightly adjusted just with your fingers for windage. There are no rails on top to mount a scope, but there's this Picatinny rail underneath for a laser should you want it. I didn't need that because mine was zeroed out of the box and incredibly accurate. There's no threading for silencer, sadly, and the barrel ends about here, meaning there's an air gap to the front, so making an adapter would be pretty difficult. That's a bit of a bummer, seeing as the gun is 101 decibels unsilenced. Now, getting onto safety, I'm going to push my glasses up, and the manual says number 7 is the safety catch, right, that little nub. And if we go to the instructions on how to use it, it says break the barrel, put the safety catch on, load the air pistol, close it, put the safety catch off, and then, shoot. I understand 3 of the languages in this manual, and that means that I've been lied to at least 3 times. Because the only way that I could ever move this goddamn safety switch is either with a hacksaw or a blowtorch. It's part of the frame. It's non-functional. That means as soon as you load the gun and cock it, it is dangerous. So just beware. Cocking and loading couldn't be easier. The amount of pressure required is easy. You pull the fake hammer back, lift the front up. Now normally you'd cock it all the way at the front and back, but I'm just going to cock it enough to set the trigger. So getting onto the trigger, it's a weird pseudo 2-stage affair. The first stage is there's no pressure required at all. It just goes to the second stage and then you pull it, but it doesn't reset itself. Now, at first I thought I'd hate this, but it's so nice because you just go nothing, and then the second stage is incredibly crisp. So you know exactly when it's coming every single time. It requires almost no effort. There's almost no recoil, so it's incredibly accurate. So we'll get on to the shooting to show off the accuracy and the noise levels. So hopefully from the footage you got to see how easy it was to pump and drop a pellet in. I only showed the first 5 shots being fired and they fell within 16 millimeters or 5/8 of an inch. I then got a little bit cocky and decided to push my luck and shot 5 more. And by shot 8 I was so stoked that I got 2 excitement flyers. So discarding those, that's 8 shots in the middle, which is pretty accurate. I know it's only 6 meters, but with open sights and my poor eyesight, that's all I'm really comfortable with. At 10 meters it did open up a little bit. I was using these pellets, these Max Ranger pellets. They actually came with the gun, as well as 30 targets and a pellet trap for what is the equivalent of $70. And that's unheard of locally because the prices are super inflated, so it's a really good deal. So for that price, this is incredibly accurate. It's comfortable, it's light but has some heft, and the only issue I had was the safety, but only because they advertise it as being functional and it isn't. I'm more than happy to just not load the gun when I'm not using it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this and look after yourself.